Hi there, and welcome to Sue's Quick and Easy, where I make quick and easy cuisine. Now, what we've got here is a bad lighting situation, because I forgot to turn on the light over there. So hopefully you guys can see what all is going on over here. Okay, so what I have here in my big skillet is 2 chicken fried steaks that are pre-breaded that I got over at the dollar store, and these are actually pretty tasty, folks. Don't let the dollar store thing confuse you or intimidate you, because they're actually good. So I was trying to think of what I was going to do with these chicken fried steaks, and I figured I am going to try to do a chicken fried steak enchilada tonight for you folks and for us. Now I'm going to preheat my oven to 400 degrees, and I'm going to turn my burner on to almost high, a couple clicks away from high. Now what we want to do is we want to put a little bit of olive oil in here and a little bit of butter. Now a lot of people have thought, well, how come I can't just put butter in here? The reason why is because if you're cooking at a high heat, it'll burn. The butter will burn. So if you mix the oil with it, it won't burn. So that's the reason why people usually do the butter and the oil together. Okay, so we're going to get that done and off to the races here. And what I've got here is some leftover from last night. It is some chunky gravy, the buttermilk gravy. What kind is it, honey?
Country gravy, Dave.
Okay, it's a country gravy, and lost my mind there for a second. This is a leftover country gravy with ground sausage in it and stuff, and spices, pepper, things like that. A little bit of cayenne for a little bit of heat. And what we're doing here is we're going to, at almost a high heat, we're going to throw in some diced onions and get all the, the skins and stuff off that you don't want in your dish. Now, typically with enchiladas, you have traditionally 3 types of sauce: a red sauce, a green sauce, or a white sauce. And tonight I am going to be mixing white and green together. Now see, I prefer the white or the green sauce over the top versus the red. I don't mind if it's like a homemade red enchilada sauce, but I really do not like the canned red enchilada sauce. It just doesn't taste right to me. So yeah, homemade is definitely best in any situation, but especially when it comes to enchilada sauce. At least I have found anyways. So we're going to throw these onions, these diced onions, in here. And you can use, this is a very versatile recipe. You can add green chilies, olives, any kind of cheeses that you want, any kind of meats. The thing with enchiladas, don't be intimidated. You can do what you want. You can suit it to your own taste. I make them a different way each time. And I've never made them this way. So yeah, that just shows how versatile they are, because I've made enchiladas many, 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 many times in my life. So what we're going to do is we're going to get these. I want these onions to be, a little bit caramelized. Just a little bit to give it that extra flavor. And then we're going to add a little bit of spinach. I've been using a lot of spinach. Now see, this will cook down. Don't think, oh my gosh, that's a lot of spinach. That will cook down. I've been using a lot of spinach lately. I've been trying to eat healthier and juice. So I've been making a lot of juices with spinach because it has so many vitamins and it's so good for you. And I might even, on one of my Sue's shorts, I might even show you a couple of my juicing recipes that I do. I'm trying to take one meal a day and substitute it with a juice. I've made fruit juices, vegetable juices, combination of both. It's a great way to get your vitamins, your veggies, and it tastes good too. So then I have half of a big container, maybe a little bit over half of a big container of mushrooms. And we love mushrooms. So, whoops. I'm going to throw that in there. And what I'm going to cook this in is a little bit of the green sauce. I'm going to use the white sauce as well, but I'm going to cook this in a little bit of this La Victoria Thick and Chunky Salsa Verde sauce. Oh no, you can't even open it. Okay, here's the trick I use. When you can't open something, whack it on a counter. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to cook my stuff in about a half a jar of this. And I don't have any jalapenos on hand, so I'm going to I go to this jalapeno relish a lot. And it's really good in various different dishes. So I don't have any jalapenos on hand, so I'm going to use a little bit of this jalapeno relish in here as well. And then I try not to use a lot of salt because of the fact that there's already so much sodium in all the foods that you cook with. Because I, usually use canned stuff and jarred stuff, so there's a lot of salt in there. So I don't like to add extra. So I use this granulated garlic. I really love garlic, so I'm just going to throw some of that in here. And I'm just going to let this cook down and till everything gets blended together really nicely and gets all done. And see, you can tell the spinach, it's just, it's cooked way down already. So yeah, then when, I'm going to take these chicken fried steaks as well, cut them up and put them in here, and then I will come back when all is said and done and show you how I'm going to assemble these babies. So yeah, I'll be back in a few. Now I'm back, and this mixture has cooked real good, and through the magic of television you didn't have to sit through and wait for it to cook down. But yeah, look at that. And I got the lighting, I addressed the lighting issue over there in the corner, so we have some more light. This looks awesome. It kind of looks like mush a little bit, but it's going to be great. I tell you, this is a mix of the country gravy and the green salsa verde sauce. It's got my mushrooms, it's got my chicken fried steak, it's got my spinach and onions, and yum, delicious. So I ended up putting half of the white sauce in here while it was cooking because I needed a little bit more liquid. Now, what I'm going to do, first I'm going to spray my pan, my Corningware, with this non-stick cooking spray. Now, some pans say that they don't need to be sprayed, but I always do because they'll say something won't stick, but then it does. So I'm just going to make 2 of these babies to start out. And I've also got some Velveeta cheese here, jalapeno flavored. And I'm not, you guys know the trick, I'm not going to put it on until I turn the oven off at the end, and then I open up the oven, put the cheese on top, shut the oven door again, and just let it melt that way. Because if I put it on now, it's going to get black spots. It's going to burn a little bit. So we don't want that. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take one of these Mission sun-dried tomato basil wraps, and we're going to fill that baby up. I'm going to put it in here because I don't trust myself. And this liquid is kind of hot, so I don't need a burn going into this. So yeah, I'm going to stuff this, and that looks like it's stuffed like really full. But it smells so good. It's like smells like anything that you could get at a Mexican. Ow! See, I already burned myself. It smells like something you could get at a Mexican restaurant. And you're saving money by doing it at home, and it really isn't that hard. I mean, it's pretty easy because that's what I do. I do quick and easy recipes. And so, yeah, you can do a lot of this stuff at home, have fun experimenting, making things to your taste and what you like. And I love bringing recipes to you guys that are like, economical and easy to do so that you don't feel too intimidated when you're doing something at home, and you can be really proud of yourself when it's done. And when you serve an impressive meal to somebody, and you can say, hey, I did that. Especially what's a really good compliment is when someone says it's better than a restaurant, or they say that it's restaurant quality, you can say, yeah, that was me, I did that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the rest of my country fried gravy with the ground sausage in it, and I'm just going to pour that right over the top. And this is going to go into my preheated 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes. And then I'm going to turn off the oven, open the oven door, put my Velveeta jalapeno cheese on top, shut the oven door, let it melt and do its thing, and then I will come back with a taste test. So I'll see you in a bit. Smooth that out over there. Like so. Okay. See you in a bit. This is my finished product that I had a little bit of a problem getting out of the pan. But that's okay. It's going to go down in one place and be all a mess anyways. So, if you want to, you can add a little bit of shredded cheese on top extra if you want, or some hot sauce, or some sour cream, or whatever. But I just have this plain with my melted cheese on top, and I'm going to take a taste test. It's going to be mighty hot. This is a piece of the chicken fried steak and mushroom. Oh yeah, oh, very good. Hubby's going to love it because chicken fried steak is one of his favorites. So, thank you for joining me in the kitchen making chicken fried steak enchiladas. Get in the kitchen. Make your own creation. Tape it if you want to. And send it to me. I'll watch it. Thanks for watching me. Bye.